Well, hello and welcome back. Today, we're just going to continue on with more of a timberborn here on the cliffside. So, last we left off, we got the metal done and also sealed off our only source of water so we can have that a bit more under control with the way out for them. So, what I want to do today is see about possibly getting even more water storage. Technically, I could go for the medium tank, but I could also skip straight to the large tank. What resources do I have? Oh, yeah. But I also don't have a lot of science, and that will take quite a bit. Oh, I do have enough. I wonder how hard it would be to get a bit more here. So, taking a look at science, what do we need for the number crunch? 1.5k, which I have enough. 25 metal blocks, 100 gears, 30 planks. I could technically get that. How hard would it be to get the power? Because we need 500 horsepower. So the large water wheel would need to go here and possibly here or something. Might be able to do that. So see, so if we get the large water wheel, does that fit into here? Yes. Oh, it wouldn't fit into there, so yeah, I have a bit of a problem with that. So if I was to go power, I probably want to go for an engine instead. I don't think I have a problem with getting the wood, seeing as how that's all sorted out. Where do I want to put this? I'm very close by up here, so it's good. So first I have the... I have to get rid of these resources up here first. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's get a lumberjack flag down here to be able to sort that out so we can get all that out. That's good. Yeah. That's fine. My food water situation's okay. I'm probably going to need more small tanks to deal with that. Oh. Unpause the steep water pump because we're not in a drought or anything, so they can run here. Designate all of these trees here to be chopped down. I suppose I could do something up here. I've got plenty of space up here. It is not too long of a walk, so what if I was to have the number cruncher here? I need at least 2. Move my industry from over here to up here, because if I'm having my storage down here, that makes it a bit easier. I might also need to start thinking about a few other things here. Yeah. I'm going to need to get an efficient mine here, because there's only so much metal I've got, and we are starting to get a bit low on that. Would be to get all the way over to here. We could. It'd just be easy to get over to here and get the metal from over here. So in that case, I'm going to need some pine trees. So, how's my forest? They're over here. They can't reach over there. So, do a couple things, because we've got all this space over here that is not being used for anything. So let's put a forest down here. We'll get a tapper's shack over here as well, so they can get that. We'll set this up to store pine. Well, get pine over here. We only need this forester to get these pine trees planted, because they're not actually going to be used for anything else. That's good. Wouldn't actually be too hard to get down there. Or what if I was to actually just go... a couple of those there, then we can get a deep bad water pump. Pumping up bad water from down there. Hey, technically that would work, so we could go for that. But for now, let's get all this pine done, and then we'll think about moving our industry. Oh wait, I've got this metal scrap up here. Okay, we're going further. Let's do this as well. So, it's an easiest way up here. We'll just go platform, stair. I know I could be using this small warehouse, but wood is not an issue in the moment. I've got that all sorted, so we'll do that up there. We can then get a medal for a scavenger flag. Here and here. I might even just go with one. If I need a second one, I can always get another one down. So we can do that. Perfect. That gets all the metal we'll need from there. How are you doing? You still got top to harvest. Yep. So let's let this come back, and we've got to let this forester plant all the resources I'm going to want here. Hopefully I've got enough water to be able to survive however long these droughts are going to be. Okay. Let's pause this lumberjack flag. Hopefully, yes, we got the pine trees being planted, so get those planted. We'll then demolish the forester. Got the tap shack, we'll need somewhere to store them all, so that's fine. So yeah, this looks pretty decent here. It's a matter of time. How much space do we need for an engine? 3 by 3. If I want to do 2 over here, could possibly. I'd need to get a bunch of platforms over and do something like this. I can do that, then we could get... should be able to fit 2 engines in here, which is good. Need a lot of resources. Yep. And that'll probably be able to produce 800, and I can also disable them as I need be or slow them down. And it's a bit of a trek for them to get up there, but it's also a bit of a trek to get over here. 36, 47, yeah, it's not too much difference. So that will get all that. Start off with something simple here. Wood. Get the industrial lumber mill, a gear workshop. Oh, wood workshop is just a little bit longer than I'd like to fit in there. Smelter as well. Got 2 fermenters, industrial lumber mill, gear workshop, smelter. An oil press. I suppose I could just get another industrial lumber mill here as well. That comes down there. Mentor. Can have an oil press here. You can help start connect them up. Then we're going to need a couple other things. We're going to need a wood workshop. Yes. A smelter. Yes. Let's see here. Got oil press. Get couple of fermenters here. Cool. Yep. So if I do it like that, I can have the path go over to here. Oh, we've got a bad tide approaching. That's not too big a deal. Get that over there. Power will have just a couple of power shafts going under. So we can then have platform up and over. So that does everything we've got down there. Plus we'll also have everything working as well, so that's good. Okay, the pine trees are almost done. We've got what? 4 more to go. Cool. Don't know if I've got enough water being pumped out. I should be able to survive. I'll definitely need to get a lot more water being stored and being pumped up. Okay. But that'll work for my new industrial area. It's gonna be just a touch further than some of these other ones, but it'll also be using less beavers up. That's the plan. So we'll come back once the start of the bad tide comes and we'll see what happens with the sealed water source here. Okay, the bad tide is about to start and see what happens. Oh, yes, it is forcing a little bit out there. So this will eventually all be changed over. Okay, let's pause one of these deep water pumps. And yeah, fun, but we'll see how this say 15 days, so we should be able to handle that. Once it's fully contaminated, we should see eventually at some point this open up and let the bad water out. Yep, there goes the contamination. Like I knew would happen. Oh, okay, that was, yep, because it's pressurized. And it was just a sudden release of everything. Yeah, I need to be able to deal with all this contamination as well from here. Oh. Another option is I could just seal this up and have it so that the output is sealed up so we don't have to worry about overflow from here. This contamination is too bad. We're starting to get things running here. And this probably will cut down a bit because then the haulers don't have to travel as far to transport it over. But yeah, we're good. Oh, another thing I want to do is see about getting a bit more in the way of other stuff here. Bit more storage. So if we do this, oh no, living space. We can do that. We can do this. We can then have path connected here, path connected up there, path connected there. Perfect. We've got enough space there for another one there, but that will allow me to get a couple more large barracks in place here. So I've got a nice spot where they can work with there. Wood supply is good. Oh, nice. This is done here. We can get rid of this forester. Let's see. Hey, we don't need the resources in there anymore. And this tapestry is just going to be gaining the pine trees from over there. I've got ideas for what I want it to look like, but it'll be fine. It's time to wait because I'm pretty sure we can survive this bad tide. And we'll sheep out doing a few other things here. Okay, so that's another, well, bad tide we've survived through. And the pine trees are all growing up. They're just waiting on them to finish producing resin. That's good. We also got the large barracks built, but they have no way of going up there, so go wait for the platforms. And I did make a little bit of change here to this double platform here, because I want that double platform to be a single platform, so when I do place down the tube station, I can easily just bring it across there. That's good. Nice. The walls are already refilled up, so nothing too big there. Cool. And the industrial district is almost finished as well. Just waiting for the gears is the big thing. Okay. Well, with those two, I could actually just go and say, hey, deconstruct all of this. I know. It's in the midst of doing something, but still that, get rid of all that. And then they should all move up to here. Well, this needs to be important, this needs to be important, and this needs to be important. And so we'll have more gears playing some other production up and running, so that's good. Especially these engines being powering it, we've also reduced the amount of jobs that are being used elsewhere. That's awesome. Okay. So there's going to be a couple things needed here. So large warehouse goes up. Get some storage for more resources, because I want this to be resource storage over here. It's going to be a matter of how am I going to put the path down here. Because I could do something like that, gets us some spacing here. Say I then grab a medium warehouse here and here. Actually move the path over to here and remove that section there. So that allows us to store gears. And what else do I want to store at the moment? Pine resin? Might as well store pine resin here as well. Let's get you set up to store some pine resin there, because we have plenty of pine resin being harvested. So it's just a matter of getting the gears for everything else there. Okay, you've almost finished that up. Oh, I need to unpause this big water pump. Deep water pump. I can get even more water being pumped up here. Is there somewhere else I can do this? That farmhouse is in canola, but there's no one actually supplying there. That farmhouse is elsewhere. We get rid of these small tanks here. I can replace it with another deep water pump here, so we can get even more water. Cool. So next up, I will want to go straight to large tanks. Empty this one out. No good stack. I know there's no good stacks. I need to replace these with other ones, otherwise it's just going to be a bit annoying. Yeah. Pretty good. Okay. Lumberjack flag is done. You've already harvested everything you need to from down there, so that's good. Cool. Yeah, there's not much I can do here without having to rebuild the engine as well. There we go. So wood workshop done. We're just waiting for the smelt to be done, which is just waiting on gears and planks, which shouldn't take too long. Let's get more water being stored here. What capabilities for it? If I empty this one, delete you, and you, we've got drought approaching. Remove all that. Prioritize the construction of that because we need more water being pumped up. Okay, that's done. We could actually... Well, I'm not going to get rid of too much of my water storage here, because I don't know how much we're going to need to actually get this done. So, large tank, you're going to store water, 1200, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that's a lot. 240 something? Yeah, that takes place of replaces 40 of these small tanks. But I doubt I'm going to get that done in time. Oh, we'll just see how things go. Well, the drought won't take too long. The industrial district is done. They're waiting on a bunch of other stuff. So, come back when something interesting happens or I'm up to doing something else. Okay, so we've just about got the large tank here. That's good. Let us set all of these to empty out to other ones. So you, because I'm thinking I'm just going to get a second one set up as well. Just make sure that these aren't accepting any goods. And all the water should be taken over to the large tank, which can store... yeah, 1,200. Cool. So, can demolish those. We'll demolish all of this, this, and this. Which allows me to also put down another large tank there, which I can do, but what I'm kind of thinking, trying here, is getting a numbercruncher set up. I need a bit more science, but that wouldn't be too hard. We've got all the metals here. Yeah. Wouldn't be perfectly, so I need to get a bit more science before we do any of that. Okay. Save up before I start spending it on other parts as well. So, we're back again. Okay. We have enough science to be able to, well, unlock a numbercruncher, which I could put in any number of spots, but I'll just plonk it down. I could even put it back here, but then I need to also actually go and get a couple more things like so. So I could go science, number crunch would fit in there quite nicely. And I'm guessing all these, yeah, they're too far away. Okay, let's go an easy way to set that up. Like so, bang. That should be able to craft everything. And there we go. We'll have a number cruncher being made. Which does leave a little bit of space for a few other things. I also got the second large tank mail built up and did a redesign for the engine. So instead of it having, well, platforms going all the way down to the industrial pile down here, it is being held up by an overhang over there. So that's fine. Which allows me to build some stuff underneath the engine. So that is good. And so now we just need to wait for even more. Oh, I've got 500 spare sites. So, with this, let's do a bit of decoration here. Because I did move this path up here, so I can actually throw down some decorations. Namely, I can throw down a shrub here. Yes. We can throw down a lantern here. Yes, we can throw down a roof here. Which does affect that. Is there anything else? So, roof. We can then get a brazier here, a beaver bust here, a beaver statue here. Oh, I don't have enough science points. So that will actually give me quite a lot more there as well. And because that's where all my beavers are sleeping right there, we can easily just get that done. So we get everything built up. Actually, no, I'm going to swap it around. So we have the roof behind and the bush in front. Shrub here. Roof there. Perfect. And so they all have their everything here. The bell's not needed, but the beaver statue and the clock are a couple more things I'm going to want. The other stuff are going to be active ones, so just leave that like that. So that should work out. Once everything is made, of course. And we'll just see how much this will actually improve the well-being of the beavers. So there we go. Lantern. Brazier. The beaver bust. We're not going to see anything overall until the night when they go to sleep. There's the shrub. And the roof. Cool. So we'll see how big of a boost to the well-being this gets. Beavers are going to sleep. 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gave us another 5 on top. If we get the beaver statue and the clock, now get even more. Cool. I could also get campfire and a rooftop terrace. So rooftop terraces could be something as simple as this here. That there, the campfire. Well, if I remove these here, get them being removed fast, we can then grab the campfire here. Plonk that down there. And then I get all that done. Got 4 beavers with our job, so there you go. You've got a job now. Your haulers. Is an important job. I almost out of water, but we're pretty safe in that regard. Nice. Campfire and the rooftop terrace haven't come into effect yet. It's waiting for it to be built up. Rooftop terrace is done. And the campfire is done, so they can all work there. Yeah, the injury. I need to get more injured beavers being cared for. Which is actually fairly easy. We can just go a couple more there. That will work. Oh. I need to change something up here. I know you're going to be in a bit of a situation, but if we do this... I needed to be like that overall in the first place. Just for future use. Out of the way. Let's get a couple more these deep water pumps running. I'm sure we won't run out of water in 1.5 days, so we should be good. There we go. Way has been rebuilt. So I'm good. We're still waiting on the number cruncher, which is waiting on gears, but that's fine. So we'll come back once that is done. Okay, so also got through the bad tide. We did have a drought and a bad time between the last clips, so it's fine. But this is building up. We've got 14 states here. I might need to shorten their workday, but yeah, this works out quite nicely. We're just going to need one more large tank to store all the water we're going to need, which means we're going to need even more water being pumped up, which is fun. But this is working out. So I'm happy with how this is working so far. Okay, we're very close to getting the number cruncher done. We're just waiting for the last couple of gears, which, well, does take a little bit, but should be being delivered. And there we go. We got the number cruncher, and so now we've got science automated. We can get rid of these inventors here, which will add a bit more space here. So that's good. So plenty of science being made. Can I actually get any of the other decorations? Oh, it's just a little bit off here. That won't take too long to actually get that. 20 metal blocks for the beaver statue. That's a lot. Oh, let's do that. Oh, let's also shrink the workday back down to normal. So they actually have time to use everything up here. Nice, gets us up to a nice 15. Wonder how hard would it actually be to cancel a lot. Stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So if I can get everything done, we should get the next threshold for the beavers. And it's also time for the next dry season. So we'll turn off one of these deep water pumps. We don't need that. We need 3 more jobs. So 3, imagine those. Oh, that's done over there, which is one thing I was waiting for. Cool. Let's move that. Might have a bit of an idea for something I could do, but I'm going to need explosives for that. And if I'm going to have explosives, well, I'm going to have to get bad water, and to get bad water I'm going to need a deep bad water pump here from here. Plonk that down there. Bring that over there, get the bad water in. I think what I will do is I'll have a storage tank for it up here as well. Let's go for a medium tank. I don't need a massive amount, so we can have a medium tank here, which then, to actually make use of it, we're going to need a couple things. First off, I'm going to want the explosives factory. So we'll have that. Let's not worry about that. We'll figure out where I'm going to place that, because I want the explosives factory here. Oh, I don't have enough for it. Yeah, it's going to wait. We'll have an explosives factory there. Eventually, we'll also need to get a centrifuge, which is going to be a 3x3, which is going to be fun to figure out exactly how I'm going to place this down, but that's good. Actually, what I will do is if I do this, we can get the explosives factory and one, two, three. Yeah, we can get the explosives factory and the other parts in there as well. Cool. Okay. That's plenty here. But yeah, with this improvements, we've got quite a lot of water being stored. Everything's good. Especially with the improved industrial district area. And you know, just come back once, well, the well-being has been settled. Okay, we got the average well-being up to 17, which means, well, they're mostly going to have a longer lifespan. Yeah, 40% longer. So we'll get even more beavers here. Well, a few more at least. And it worked out that I did get the clock placed and still working in the beaver statue, so it's working out, which needed metal blocks. But that's pretty good. And I think I'm probably just going to call it the end of the episode here. We've having moved the industrial district up over here and, well, improved it with using engines. Because we've got plenty of wood. So, yeah, and also getting our well-being up. So I think it might be a good spot here. So I'll call it the end of the episode here. So you can comment, like, subscribe down below. Really helps out with YouTube discovery and whatnot. And that. Thank you all for watching. Catch you all next time.